Greetings friends. Today on the Summary Club I will continue to talk about chiromancy, and we will turn to the lines of wealth and money signs on the hand. When we face financial difficulties in our life, we often say, if you have not lived rich, you should not start. Once again when I heard this well-known saying, I wondered why shouldn't we? Isn't the proverb a kind of incantation, by uttering which we doom ourselves to a poor, moneyless life in advance? After all, to be rich, foremost means to feel like one, no matter how much money you have. Let's imagine the following situation. Destiny has given you the potential to become rich by realizing that potential, but you keep telling yourself, if you haven't lived rich, there's no reason to start. Thereby you block the possibility of opening yourself up to receiving a cash flow. Often people don't want to do something to change their lives for the better, and sometimes they are just afraid of failure. Again the question arises, how do I know if I am destined to become rich? Maybe I really shouldn't start? The answer is you have already guessed. Again we will look for on our palms, with the help of divination by hand, in what we will be helped by the ancient science of chiromancy. To know yourself, to know the future and the past from your hand, you can learn to read the lines, signs on the palm. This is what chiromancy is all about. The line of wealth, money triangle, other signs of well-being on the hand, the whole set of markers on the palm, together or separately foretell us wealth and money. The line of wealth. The line of wealth is an abstract concept. I would like to note right away that it does not exist as such, but there are some certain features on the palm indicating possible circumstances that will lead to wealth and inflow of money into your life. As a rule these are the direction of the main lines, head, heart, life, fate, and branches from them, as well as various signs on these lines. I told you about the main lines on the palm in the video. What do the lines on the palm of the hand mean? Science and chiromancy. After listening to it, it will be easier for you to navigate through the lines and find the signs of wealth on your hands. Let's turn to one of the main lines in chiromancy, the lifeline. If it is deep, it indicates that its owner has already achieved certain successes. He definitely has the potential to get rich. Also about the numerous successes in life indicate the branches from it pointing clearly upwards towards the fingers. A branch pointing upwards at the very beginning of this line means extraordinary self-confidence. About ability of person to make weighted decisions will tell us such arrangement of lines, in which the lifeline does not merge with the headline, and passes at a distance of several millimeters. All these qualities are inherent in successful people, and they are always able to make a lot of money. The fate line plays an important role in determining one's potential to become rich. I have already told you that this line is very insidious. It can appear and disappear throughout life, and many people do not have it at all. But if you find this line on your hand, it could mean the following. Right now in your life happen fateful events that determine your future destiny. If the fate line is deep and straight, you are the person who knows how to set goals and steadily goes to their achievement. It is this quality that defines wealthy people who are able to independently achieve financial independence. Therefore the presence of this line on the hand itself indicates a great potential to get rich. In a person doomed to success, the line of fate must be located at a distance from the lifeline. Begin with the lunar cusp, be clear, cross with the heart line and end at the hill of Jupiter or Saturn, cusp under the index or middle finger, respectively. All these features speak of the inner strength of the person, which he is able to accumulate to achieve the maximum financial result. He is a professional in his business, has a high social status and wealth. At least he has everything to get the above-mentioned achievements. A person's versatile abilities and talents often help him to achieve success and material prosperity. This will be indicated by a double or even triple line of fate. When it begins from one point with the lifeline, success will come exclusively due to personal achievements, merits of the person. A fork at its end means a prosperous rich old age. If one day you find your fate line disappearing, be prepared to lose your goal, and with it your money. It can also mean the loss of a monetary job. Thin branches from the line of fate or life directed to the Mercury cusp, under the little finger, or the Jupiter cusp, under the index finger, are often called wealth scoops, and the clearer and deeper these lines are, the more wealth and money will come into your life. When a twig comes to Saturn's cusp, under the middle finger, you will get the desired money only with the help of persistent hard monotonous work. When a twig comes to Apollo, hump under the ring finger, money will flow as a river due to disclosure of human abilities and talents. When the branch comes to Mercury, thorn under the little finger, you will receive super profits in commerce or with the help of science. Signs of wealth are also found on the line of the mind, head. The line departing from it to the index finger, Jupiter, indicates confidence in your powers, which leads to the achievement of the goal, including the achievement of material well-being, stability. If the twig is directed to the little finger, Mercury, the person succeeds in risky financial transactions. When it is clear, one can judge about a strongly entrepreneurial, commercial vein of its owner.
Subscribe to the Summary Club and watch short versions of the most popular and useful videos every day.
There are also signs on the heart line. A sign similar to a fork directed by its ends to the index finger determines the high social status of a person. People of such status cannot be poor by themselves. Branches pointing upwards are also a positive factor, which influences the prosperity. The so-called money triangle chiromancy describes as one of the powerful signs for determining wealth. We will look for it in the very center of the palm. The figure in the form of a triangle form the main lines of the head and fate, crossing each other and an additional line, which closes the triangle. It should be explicit, not blurred or closed. By its size you can estimate the amount of money. Of course, the larger the size, the greater the fortune. When such a sign appears on both hands at once, wealth in your life is simply inevitable. A triangle in a triangle is an excellent sign of a successful investor. Let's consider a situation where the triangle is formed only from the head and fate lines. It is not closed by an additional line. Such a ratio of lines can only mean one thing: your money is gradually floating away from you, they are not multiplied, and in the end they can be deprived at all. If suddenly looking at the hand of a rich person you don't find the aforementioned wealth markers, then don't be frightened, because there are several other signs of wealth and money on the hand, indicating the potential to live a life without poverty. Be sure to look closely at the fingers. They are the most mobile parts of the hand, which primarily respond to our brain signals. That is why they carry a lot of information about a person's character, thoughts, and emotions. Take a look at the little finger. Its size plays a role here. The owner of a long little finger, aka Mercury's finger, which reaches the first joint of the ring finger, Apollo's finger, that is almost to its fingernail plate, is able to make money out of almost everything he touches. It is a very auspicious money sign. The smaller the Mercury finger, the chances of earning a lot of money decrease along with its size. If the pinky finger is unusually small and does not even reach the first joint of Apollo's finger, it is even worse. This person has no innate commercial acumen. He does not know how to discern the benefits, does not see the opportunities, and often does business at a loss, or spends much more than he earns. If you look more closely at the Mercury ridge, you can find some money signs there too. The short vertical dashes under it indicate a constant cash income, and the clearer the lines, the greater the income. Another technique that allows you to understand how a person knows how to manage and multiply his money is to put your fingers together. If there are gaps or slits between your fingers, money is leaking through your fingers. You don't know how to properly dispose of money, so it doesn't stay with you. And vice versa, if the fingers are tightly closed without forming slits, you are an excellent financier who even without proper education competently manages funds, able not only to save but also to multiply them. The star is a number of crossed lines, itself a very good sign indicating a wealthy person wherever it is located. If you find it on the cusp of Jupiter, under the index finger, it is a good warning of satisfied ambition, a sign of honor, happy love, destined for great things, unexpected prosperity, wealth. Getting an inheritance or winning the lottery are easy money which every person dreams of. To get rich unexpectedly, without making any effort, it is not very common, but still there is a chance. And it can also be found in the palm of your hand. To do this, let's pay attention to the lifeline. Easy money means one or more triangles, which face the tops towards the thumb, and the base for them is the lifeline itself. If this line is broken down by dates, you can determine at what age unexpected wealth will fall on you. Such signs can also indicate a profitable marriage. A small but distinct line between the ring finger and the little finger indicates an inheritance. These signs are extremely rare. If you are the owner of such a sign, then you are unspeakably lucky. You are a dabbler of fortune. You have easy money in your life. Try to use the gift of fate wisely. If you look at the palms of the right and left hands separately, you will notice a big difference. The patterns of skin on the hands tend to differ, to a greater or lesser extent. That's why you can't take into account only the drawings of one palm. In order to make accurate predictions, chiromancers always examine both hands, first the left hand, then the right hand. This is why the pattern of the left palm appears as early as the embryo stage in the mother's womb and remains almost unchanged throughout life. This is due to the fact that the left palm is a carrier of the program inherent in us, which must be implemented while living this earthly life. The right palm, on the contrary, constantly transforms under the influence of our real deeds, emotions, experiences, reflects our inner world at the present moment, showing the future in accordance with the choice we have made. That is why the pattern on the right palm changes over the years. For left-handed people, the rule is the opposite. If after examining your palms you find that the lines do not differ in general, it indicates that your life corresponds to the program that is embedded in you. Most likely you have excellent intuition. An unknown voice from above always shows you the right way. In conclusion, I would like to say that wealth, before manifesting in real life, is born in the subtle planes of our consciousness. A strong thread connects manifestation of mental wealth with the wealth of the material world. Form images and thoughts in the right direction. Feel yourself rich. Act even if you have not found the signs indicating wealth. Observing these rules in a short time, you will see the cherished signs on your palm. And remember, to live rich is worth to start at any time, because the human possibilities are infinite.
And friend, don't forget to subscribe to the Summary Club for becoming more successful, educated, kinder and wiser every day. Save hundreds of hours and dollars spending on boring regular education. Feel free to write your opinions and questions about each video. We read all the comments. In addition, go to our official website, where you can find reading materials or watch other videos on channel and links in the description. All the best.